it only really happens in New York and LA. You know, like it's not like that. I can't, you know, it only really happens in those places. But you know, to be recognized in my hometown by maybe another New Yorker or another kid from Queens, like that'll never be annoying for me. Like that'll always be like a really cool thing. I think that I'm constantly always trying to figure out, you know, who I am, and I think that I'm always like adamantly trying to stay grounded in the face of everything. And I know that sounds very kind of generic, but it's true. I think that you can't lose yourself in this, and I think that I'm realizing stuff about myself, how I'm dealing with stuff. Also, like still like hating myself all the time, but then also like marrying that with enjoying the moment. You know, and I think that if you don't enjoy the moment, there's no point. And I think it's been really cool to see my family like be so proud, because I think that every Asian American kid just wants that to happen. We haven't really started yet. You know, I actually found out about it pretty recently, and it was, you know, my mind was blown. I was absolutely floored to know like the context of which Shang-Chi exists, and you know, it is a first. I met with Destin, and I think his vision for it is really great, and I'm just really excited. I'm very, very giddy about getting into it. It truly feels incredible, because I think in a similar kind of thing happened in Crazy Rich Asians. Like, we all resonated with that project, and The Farewell for me was very personal. I was raised by my grandma, and I totally identify with that kind of that cross cultural journey that one makes when you return to Asia. You don't feel like home there, even though you've been told your whole life to go back to that country. So there's a lot of that at play, and I knew that I resonated with it, but we didn't know like if other people would. And what we're finding now is that in these theaters that are, you know, like astonishingly sold out almost every night, which is like incredible, people are walking out and they're not thinking about the story specifically, they're thinking about how it reflects their own lives. And I think that when, you know, as storytellers, that's the impact that you want. You want people to leave feeling not only that they witnessed something that was a good story, a good film, but that's something that meant something to them inside. All we know now is that it's for sure gonna happen. When, where, and what about, and if I'm in it, not sure. Hope I'm in it, fingers crossed, no, I'm kidding. I think I'll be in it, and yeah, I don't know when it'll happen, but it'll happen. It's still everlasting, our friendship, and yes, it did kind of like, you know, it changed the trajectory of, I think, of a lot of our paths, you know, and I think that we all knew that we were doing something special out there, and to see it validated and to see like the response that we got continues to be amazing.